I know, listen, I know, trust me, I know, guess what? I know, you probably clicked on this video and thought, whoa, Andrew's back on the Phils train, choo-choo, back on the hype train for the Phils, because a month ago, if you follow the channel, subscribed, look at the videos, you saw that I posted a video on the Phillies calling them a disaster, a disgrace, no hope, basically all of that stuff, and now here we are. Guess what? Things have changed. I am stoked. We're talking about the Fightins. We're just talking about the Fightins. My God, we're talking about the Fightins. The Philadelphia Phillies are a half game out of first place in the NL East, if you want to call it that, behind the New York Mets in a pivotal weekend in baseball for this club. There's really one question that I want to address in this video if you want to kind of ponder something about this team. It's, should we believe in the Philadelphia Phillies again? Because right now, there are 3 games over 500, coming off sweeping the Washington Nationals in a 4-game series after losing 2 of 3 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Regardless, they were 5-2 on the road trip, and now they're a half game, like I said, behind the New York Mets, playing the Mets in a 3-game series this weekend at Citizens Bank Park. So really the main reason that the Phillies are in this pennant race is because of the Mets and the Braves. First of all, the Mets have dealt with injuries. They lost Jacob deGrom for a couple weeks. They've been banged up a little bit here and there throughout the season. All teams are really banged up. Just that's the nature of the game. But the Mets have lost one of, if not the best players in the league, the best pitcher in the league by far. The Braves lost Ronald Acuna Jr. and some other pitching, but they restocked at the trade deadline. So did the Mets a little bit. So both teams have been underperforming. That's left the door wide open for the Phillies, and that's left this division, those top 3 teams, right in the race. It's really anyone's division to win. I mean, I know it's only the beginning of August. There's still plenty of baseball left, over 40 games for these teams. But right now, I feel like we're at a critical juncture in this season, and the Philadelphia Phillies have to capitalize. And it starts, well, it already started with the Nationals. Now it's continuing with this Mets series. So the point I'm trying to make is that the Phillies, they have a shot. They have plenty of time to gain ground and take hold of the division, or they have plenty of time to go the other way and lose, kind of take a couple steps back and just kind of see themselves back where they normally are in September as just looking at the division race from afar. But the positive thing is that no one's running away with this thing, so I really do believe that if this trend continues come mid-September, late September, this is going to be a 3-horse race, and it's going to be really fun to watch. Not fun to watch if you're a Phillies, Mets, or Braves fan, but if you're just a baseball fan in general, this should be pretty fun between these 3 teams. When you look at the NL West and different divisions around the league, you see the Giants with the best record in baseball. The Dodgers, who are the Dodgers, are in 2nd place. So thank God the Phillies aren't in the NL West. Obviously that's not possible because the Phillies are in Philadelphia and the Dodgers are in LA, and that's the West, and that's the East. Anyway, regardless, the comparison between that division and the NL East is almost laughable. So when you look at that division, you see the 2nd and 3rd place team making the wild card and giving any of the other teams in the playoffs big trouble, especially if it's the Dodgers. If the Dodgers are a wild card team, that will blow my mind. The one thing that I think the Phillies need is Aaron Nola. He is the missing piece to the Phillies' success. If Aaron Nola can pitch like Aaron Nola pitched in 2018, where he finished top 3, I believe, in the Cy Young voting, then this Phillies team will have a great shot at making a run for the playoffs. If he continues to pitch up and down, he has an ERA in the mid-4s, then I think that they're just going to have to rely too much on their bats, which could ultimately work out for the team, considering their bats have been hot. The middle of the order is producing. Bryce Harper is tearing the cover off the ball. He's hitting over 400 since the All-Star break. Man's on fire. JT, Reese, Bryce, all those guys are producing at the right time, which finally, thank the Lord, that's happening at the same time. But the pitching has to be there, at least somewhat, for this team. The hitting is not going to continuously carry them, especially with runners in scoring position. We know this team struggles mightily with runners in scoring position. They have gotten better over the last stretch of games because they played the Nationals, who are basically a minor league team. But overall, that's the key points of concern for me, I think, when you look at the Phillies as a whole. 1, Aaron Nola has to have success. 2, hitting with runners in scoring position for this offense. We know they can hit, we know they can produce runs, but how about in clutch situations? And then, of course, the bullpen. the bullpen that is going to be looked at under a microscope every game, as it always is. How will the bullpen try and lock things down or blow games? We don't know. It's probably going to happen. But you have to limit the damage if you're the Phillies bullpen. You know that teams are going to score runs off you. You know that you're not the most talented bullpen in the league, but you have to have a different mindset. You have to have a winner's mentality in the bullpen, like Archie Bradley. I think Archie Bradley has done a fantastic job this year with a great mentality. Some guys, in terms of the mindset, one Hector Neris hasn't had a great mentality or mindset, but I love Archie Bradley's confidence and composure. I think that that's really something that some guys in the bullpen could take notes on that. Overall, this team just keeps on fighting. They just continuously put everything they have into making valiant comebacks. Again, sometimes they let us down, but other times they make it so fun to watch, and just brings me back to 2007 and thinking that this is a little reminiscent here of 07 with a ball club that hasn't made the playoffs in a long, long time and is making a push to try and bring this team, bring this city, bring this baseball club back into prominence. So yes, you should believe in the Philadelphia Phillies. And yes, they are wildly frustrating. They have very high highs like they do in this national series, and they have very low lows when they lose 2 or 3 of the Pirates. They're unpredictable. I would just ask us as fans in general, the Phillies fandom, to stick with this team. Go to the ballpark, support this club, watch the broadcast with T-Mac, who's killing it this year, doing an awesome job, and just give them all the support you can, because they're going to need it. There is going to be series where the Phillies lose 2 or 3, or maybe even get swept. God forbid, don't want that to happen, but it could happen. They're not out of the race. They're going to stick in it till the end. I think this is going to come down to the last week of the season. So believe in this Phillies team. They're proving me wrong. They're proving a lot of people wrong. We love to see that in Philadelphia. We love to see an underdog, and the Phillies are an underdog right now. Let's see if they can complete the underdog race and win this division. If they choke away the season, then there's no hope in life. I just give up, because the Sixers killed me. If the Phillies kill me, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I have to believe in something. We have to believe in something as Philadelphians. So please, believe in this Phillies team. Hopefully they make the playoffs and have a nice run. Probably will make a video based on what happens in the next couple months, maybe a couple weeks. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But overall, that'll do it for this vid. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support as always. If you enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like. If you're new, consider subscribing for more Philly sports, skits, all that stuff, kind of content. And I'll catch you guys next time in hopefully another positive video. Not negative like we've done in the past. Positivity, that's the message of this video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.